Check one, check two. Hey guys, I'm Doctor McFarland. It is Tuesday, and it is not quite as cold and snowy as it was over the weekend, but we are getting by slowly but surely. So, with all that said, y'all come on in and let's get warm together. That sounded weird. Sorry. Awkward moments. I got some cool new guitar setup over here with some quilters and the fractal, but I could switch that out easily with the Headrush or the Tonemaster Pro or anything else that I have. And I do have a new photography/video light that's right over here, which is pretty cool. And I am using my Sony, what are these called? The ZV-1Fs. So I've been making a few videos with those, and they've turned out great. I'm pretty happy with them based on the price I paid for them and all that stuff. I do have a new gimbal, so I can put my phone on there and like do a cool move things around and have it look all nice and smooth for some certain shots. I released some review videos over the last few weeks of the NUX BP8, which is a very cool pedal board friendly, it's basically a tuner and a boost and a what else is it? It's a wireless unit first of all, but it has a tuner and a boost on it, which gives it multiple functions, which is what I like about products. If you can get that kind of functionality within a product, it is good to have that. So you're not just buying one thing and only getting the benefit of that one thing going on. You can kind of utilize one item and get multiple uses out of it, which is why I like multi effects units. I mean, just to be honest, yes, amps are great. Tube amps are great. I love tube amps. But being able to get 95 to 99% of the sound of a tube amp in a digital mauler is just so convenient for jamming, for recording, for even playing live. And even if you have a backline going on that has a good effects return or effects loop on there, you can utilize the effects return, bypass the cab on your unit, and now use your digital mauler as the preamp and all your multi-effects. And then just use the backline amp for your stage volume and sound in the room kind of deal. So, hope that makes sense to you guys. I do have, what am I doing here? I'm using the Antelope Audio. I've taken the Yamaha TF5 off my mixing board. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm not sure, but so far, it's working pretty good. I just want to make sure I'm getting the mix out over to where it needs to be here. So maybe this is working, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm going to experiment here. Check, 1, 2. Okay, so I got to have my mic channel routed to Ecamm, otherwise you can't hear me, but you should be able to hear me going out of here. Anyway, I need y'all to come on in, ask some questions. What's some cool things that you saw, at least from the videos that came out on YouTube about the NAMM show? If you went to the NAMM show, then I'm extremely happy for you, and I hope you got home safe, regardless of, or I guess depending on where you are at in the country. If your home was full of snow and ice, then hopefully you got home okay, and that's a good thing. You want to be safe no matter what, especially coming back home to your family and all that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I'm not getting the mix output left and right going. And the only thing bad about Ecamm is very hard to have it just stay on one window. I want it to be on just on one window. Let's have it be on this desktop. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's going to go back, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. All right. So one of the things that I saw that was pretty interesting. Make sure this is tracking on my face. I'm going to go to my head and browser look over here. And I'm going to have to redo some of this stuff. That's a different. Let's go to Wampler.com. So Brian Wampler introduced. I would really like this to. Wow, that is not Wampler pedals. WamplerPedals.com. WamplerPedals.com. Okay. See if they have any information here. There is a new compulsion drive, which is based on the full tone OCD. You get legendary growl, massive punch, and zero fluff, and that's pretty cool. I really want to know why I can't click in here. It's kind of crazy. Okay. It's fine. You're not going to see me for a second. Let's see here. What else we got? Cryptid fuzz. Maybe there's not a lot of information out on it yet. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. But essentially, what it was, and there's videos up on YouTube, but it's basically a pedal that allows you to, it's AI learning power amp type stuff. So is reading the signal off of the speaker and the impedance and the ohms and all the stuff, and it does AI learning to make sure it responds in the best and most proper way possible. So you essentially get that tube amp feel, even though you may be front loading it with a Mahler. You might want to have an actual head going into a cab, but then you want to be able to have that be a speaker load, and then it'll send your signal in stereo to the front of house, which is really cool. So it will load down a speaker. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go to YouTube and find it here. So Wampler, NAMM 26. And there is multiple people. There it is right here. So it's called the pedal head. As you can see here. So can Pete hear the difference? That's a good question. We got Pete. We got this other guy from Toman. Bunch of people. Andertons. Laney, Black Country Customs, Billy Corgan, and Nathan E. Signature pedals. So it's basically their sound in a pedal. A lot of cool stuff from Friedman came out. Musical butt plugs. That's great. And obviously everyone has saw, unless you've been living under a rock, which it's not a bad thing. It doesn't really matter. But the Quad Cortex Mini has come out. And I can go to that website, to Neural DSP, and you can see here, maybe you can see, there we go. No compromises, it's just smaller. So it's the same size screen of what comes on the Quad Cortex, but you have 4 switches, all the same DSP, all the same power, everything you can do on the big boy, you can do on the mini. It does have a mic input on the side. And if I scroll down a little bit, I did pick up the John Mayer plugin recently. It's a cool plugin. I wouldn't say it's life changing, but I bought it because I caught the bug FOMO bug of fear of missing out. And I already own the Fortin Cali suite. I purchased that a few years ago. And honestly, between the Fortin Cali and the John Mayer, and I also have this Loomis plugin from Polychrome DSP. Those 3 plugins right there, you can literally get all kinds of sounds just out of those, and they're pretty great. I'm trying to add something here. Okay, my Ecamm is kind of freaking out. It's really not doing what I want right now, and I'm not sure why. Let's make this source blank. We're gonna redo something real fast, but I do need someone to interject here. I need you to talk because now I'm really messing things up. Great. Okay, this is fun. I really didn't want to do that. Why is this doing this? Why is it doing it? Okay, we got that. We got head and browser back. Okay, we'll just go back to here. What's happening? Let's go back to the YouTube. So I did not see the Bad Cat option. That looks, I mean, it looks cool. Pure Path and Unleash V3. Let's see. I did see some Reverend guitar options, and the new Reverends look great. I did take advantage of a good sale at the beginning of the year and got a Jetstream with Bixby, and that was that's pretty cool. I do like that one. Also got a another Jetstream that's avocado. The Fryette Valvulator Mini. Okay. Just kind of going through the options here. Billy Corgan did do a live performance. Obviously, Fender has fully taken over PreSonus, and everything's Fender now, which it is what it is. I don't really have any thoughts or concerns about that. Not really. I mean, companies buy out other companies literally all the time, and I still have that stupid thing there. This is not great. Hello. So, yeah, Fender taking over PreSonus, and now PreSonus Studio One is called Fender Pro or Studio Pro, and it's essentially the same software. Joe Gilder, my longtime friend and acquaintance from MTSU back like 25 years ago, he's worked for PreSonus for a long time. He is now independent once again, but he's he basically works on contract and does video content for him and whatever else. And even he said that he's not concerned at all because it's the same team in Germany that started PreSonus Studio One a long time ago. They're the same team that's going to run it now. It's very easy and very quick to just blame like big wigs in comfy chairs with suits and say like, oh, they're making all these horrible decisions. But, if Fender puts up the money to buy a company, they're going to want to slap their name on it. They're just going to want to. There's no point in otherwise not doing that. So if you're a PreSonus user, I think you're still safe. There's still plenty of options for you. You can stay on 6 or 7 as long as you want. But if you do want to decide to go up to Studio Pro 8, then yeah, it's just the way it is. Now, if I play this video right here, I don't think I'm going to hear any sound. Yeah, I'm not going to hear any sound from that. And for some reason, my screen likes to freeze when I do like screen sharing type stuff. And I literally cannot click anywhere on this uh, to do anything. It's just baffling. Let's go to here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to add a camera. And yeah, I can't click on anything. Let's go to my window options. Network cameras, camera effects, camera switcher. Okay, let's go here. Wow. Show source. Says default camera. Yeah. I'm screwed, folks. I can't even see if anyone is watching or even commenting. If you are watching, that's great. But if you're trying to comment, I'm not seeing anything. So please leave a comment and let me know what you got. Let me grab a guitar here. I've been doing a lot of soul searching here lately. And yeah, I got my avocado green there. Let me grab a guitar. So this guitar right here, this is the second Kiesel that I purchased like 2.5 years ago or so. And honestly, it's still a great guitar. I love everything about it. It's got black limba body, so top and back with a kind of a dark burst kind of look. And it's got black edges with a nice, I don't know what they call that. It's like a bevel. It's like a natural bevel kind of look. And then the neck is walnut with purple heart going down the middle. So it's really pretty. Obviously, it's got lock and tuners. It's got a nice whammy on it. But we're going to plug this in and see if you can hear this at all. Through, let's go into this mic. Actually, this mic is not even plugged in. Or is it? Or is it plugged in? No, we got, oh, it's plugged into the back. Okay, so what I can do is go here and let's turn on this mic. Then we'll go back over here, go to our mixer, make sure this is not muted. Check, 1. Okay, that is working there. This is interesting stuff. I feel like an idiot. I really do. I'm not an idiot though. It's just I try to go live and I just expect things to work. Okay. Now, obviously you're hearing room sound right now, and you're hearing it through this microphone, which I have no idea why I'm not hearing it in my headphones. That is just baffling. It's really baffling. Cam live, options, assigned to none. I really just, Ecamm kind of takes over like all your desktops for some reason. And I don't know why that is. Oh, I'm moving around now. This is great. Oh, I can actually see, but whoa, that's weird. I can't see it on that screen, but I can see it here. This is strange. Okay, but I can't grab the top and move my window. This is just weird. Okay, I'm going to move it down to here. Put my comments there. That way I can kind of see a little something on the screen. which is cool. All right, so what you're hearing there, if you can hear anything, is I have the Fractal FM9 going into the, taking the output of that into my two Quilter US and UK model Aviator Cub amplifiers into the effects return. So output of a Fractal into the effects return of the 2 amps. Now I get stereo amps, and I have a real speaker. I have a real power amp section, and I'm not using an FR. Now I do have the Fender FR12 over to my right, and it still sounds really good, but you really do grow to appreciate the amp in the room sound when you have an actual amp in the room. Now I am using the, Quilters are Class D technology. They're made to sound as tube-like as they can, but obviously they do not have tubes. And if you do have a tube amp, regardless if it's like a PV Classic or if it's a Fender of some sort, or really anything with an effects loop, if you have a Mahler going into the effects loop of a tube amp, it's just going to sound great. Okay, so if you're struggling with getting good sounds from a Mahler, and you're just not satisfied with, like, maybe you're playing through headphones or playing through an FR cab, then pick you up a good, even a Boss Katana would sound, I think it would sound great. Using that as your power amping speaker in the room and just running your Mahler into that. I'm pretty sure the Boss Katana has a power amp in, which is what you want. It's basically, essentially, it's a similar name to saying it's a effects return. Power amp in, effects return is the same thing. So. Okay. Why am I not hearing that? I should be hearing that. Got my head mic here. I'm not even seeing my level on the screen. This is kind of nuts. I'm gonna quit Orion Studio. I'm not gonna save. Check 1, 2. You can still hear me. That's good. Oh, I can now delete that. Great. I'm having all kinds of issues. I got issues. But yeah, I would be interested. I don't know what the price is yet on the Wampler pedal head. But I would like to get one in just to see what it's all about. And I mean, they shot it out against a Friedman through a 4x12 cab, and most everybody I know I watched. Pretty much everyone I watched was like, yeah, I can't tell the difference. And even better, they actually said there was more clarity in the pedal head than there was. Okay, this is so weird. I see levels going up and down, but I'm not hearing it in my headphones for some reason. And that's what's scaring me. That's what's scaring me right there. Okay, I see volume going up now, up and down now. I see that going up and down now. That's probably good. Oh, it's muted. It was muted in. You could have heard it, I think, but it was muted in my headphones. Yeah, I hear that now. What's up, Andrew? So with my fractal setup, which you can't see, I'll try to get a better camera situation next time, maybe. I'm definitely making a pre-made video based off of this setup, so you can check it out. But on the fractal FM9, and this is why I like this form factor, I essentially can have 1 amp block, but with that 1 block, I can get 4 amp channels. And on my effects layout, I have drive 1 in the chain, and I actually have an A and a B. I think B is like a tube screamer and A is like a SD1 or something. Which there's like so many different drive options in there. It's kind of crazy. And then the next 4 slots or on the switches is my channel A through D, and that gives me a clean, a tremolo, a rhythm, and then a lead. And so I got different gain structures, and I mainly only use tremolo on a clean sound anyway. So it kind of makes sense. Like, this is what this sounds like. Oh, I need to find, let me try this. Nah. I have a new light, and I'm going to see if it looks remotely cool. Hey. So what that light is doing is it's responding to the actual audible input in the room, which is kind of crazy. I can't explain it. Then we got stuff like that. Whoa. I don't even know what to think about that. But I'm going to try and have one like, maybe just have like a blue. So I can have one in this corner. I can have one like back over here. Light that side up. Basically just have different lights around the room. Just make the room look a little cool, you know. Now, what you're hearing, Andrew, is just this mic right here. I don't have it close enough to the actual... I don't have a mic right in front of the amps, which I probably should. And I think I'm low on... I feel like I'm low on mic stands. They're somewhere. I got a mic stand somewhere. And if I could change this around relatively fast, then I would move it. But I'm definitely making a pre-made video on this setup, so I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, this is my 7-string A2, and it's just a really cool guitar. It feels great. The wood feels really good. Now, it has been a little cold, and I'm feeling a little bit of fret sprout on the side. And maybe when it warms back up, the wood will not shrink, but it'll expand back out and maybe not have that as much. But honestly, it's not a horrible. I mean, this could happen to any guitar. You just got to make sure you take care of the instruments and they do what they need to do. Yeah, so that's a nice low sound. Now this preset is the 5150. So in the fractal world, you have a PVH 6130 or whatever it's called. Actually, I don't know what it's called. Let me see. Inner amp. It's the PVH 6160 plus. They do have a block letter option in there, which is what the amp channel C is. So PVH 6160 block crunch. So here's the crunch sound. I can turn it up a little bit more. Okay, and then here is the lead channel. All right, I'm going to do a quick test here. Let me go back to my routing window and see if I can get the mix out to look to go where it needs to go. So let's do that. I did watch some NAMM coverage. The Sire, I didn't see the Sire stuff, but I'm a huge fan of Reverend guitars, so I saw that. I'll go on the website real fast and see if what Sire things are there. Let me go in here. Let me check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay, I do see it now. Well, that's good. So I have the mix 1 assigned to my computer record. Channels 28, 29, and 30. So that's how you're hearing me now. Let's go to the mixer and just make sure these levels are turned up. Okay, weird. I thought I added it to the mixer. Let's go back here. Oh, that's AFX in. Sorry. AFX in. Let's go there. Oh my. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to hear myself. I don't want to hear the mixer coming back in. But how would I adjust the overall mix of everything? When the master's all the way up. Got my vocal here. I can turn the fader up a little bit more. Maybe turn that up. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, that's cool. If I go back and then check 1 2. Yeah, I think you're hearing me a little bit more than otherwise specified. So here, check 1 2, check. That looks like check 2, check. That looks like it's a little bit lower for some reason. Check 1 2. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and I can experiment more with it later. All right, cool. I'm liking all that. Yeah, let's go to Sire Guitars and see what they have. Head and Brio. Wow, this is looking horrible. Let's do this. I want to bring in my Firefox and bring this back over here so I can actually see what it is. So I'm trying to deal with why is it doing this? Okay, I got it. So I'm trying to deal with multiple things going on here. Z1F. Hey, here I am. All right, cool. Let's see. Sire NAMM 26. Attempting guitar at NAMM. I did see a really cool jam with a bunch of people. Larry Carlton, Sire are here. Yeah, they look good. I was seeing something like that. We can probably play this video, maybe.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Tallman's Guitars and Basses. My name is Guillaume.
My name is Chris. Welcome to the NAMM show. This is 2026 and we are the Sire.
Okay, so we got a new S7 range. Play this here. No, don't play Yellow Ledbetter. Don't do it. Okay.
My favorite combination of features with the hollow body, dual humbucker. This is the 7 series, so still stainless steel, still locking tuners, just Yeah.
satin neck.
Wow.
Glossy finish on that.
Interesting. Let's go to sweetwater.com. I know they carry Sire. And he just says stainless steel. So stainless steel frets are, I really, really like them. I'm a big fan. New generation. And the price is $769. Looking pretty good. Compound radius, edgeless fretboard, stainless steel fret, stainless steel for $769. That's a pretty good deal, folks. That's a really good deal. We got sunburst, we got black, we got butterscotch. I guess is what you would call that. This is backward. I mean, they're brand new, so you can't really expect a whole lot. Skyburst Sparkle. I mean, you get all that for $769. That's a really good deal. They got revamped pickups and versatile single sound. 9.5 to 14-inch radius. Unencumbered access to all 22 stainless steel frets. That's pretty good stuff, folks. I did see that Chapman Guitars came out with a few new options, and their stuff was reasonably priced as well. But for that price, though, I mean, $769. That's insane. That's really insane for what you get. I'm impressed. I am impressed for sure. See, now look, my screen has frozen again. This is dumb. I've contacted Ecamm about this, and they just don't. They hadn't recreated it, I'm sure, so it's hard for them to figure out why it's freezing like that. But that's not good because I'm over here working away, and then before I know it, the screen's all frozen. What else did you like that you saw, Andrew? What else is there? Yeah, but those look good. We do have the Reverend. Reverend guitars are really nice. And they do have a Jetstream. This is the one I bought from Reverend, and I like it. So it's a Jetstream body with a Nuevo 90 pickups and the Bigsby on there, and it's pretty nice. So now I'm pretty much set as far as Reverends. I have a Jetstream with Revtron or Retro Blast pickups. I have a 6-gun. I have a Sensei. I have an Air Sonic. I have this Jetstream with a Bigsby. And then I have 2 Reverend basses, a Sentinel and a Thunder Gun. And my, oh my, it's pretty amazing. Pretty cool stuff. So there's some Neural DSP. Once again, we have the Cortex Mini. Now, my only gripe is I think the price is too high. Okay, let's go back to Sweetwater just so you can see what's going on here. Sweetwater Quad Mini. Hopefully it knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. So $13.99 for that sucker. And I mean literally $300 more. Because that's I think the new one's $17.99. But you can probably find them used for about the same price. So yes, you get everything a lot smaller, but it's not that much difference in price. And I would have liked to seen it be $11.99, even $1,000, $10.99. I mean, something. I mean, make it a considerable discount than the full-size version, especially since you can get the full quad cortex for, you can probably get it used for $1,400, and this is $13.99. So like you're essentially getting the same exact thing. So for me, there's not enough price difference there, but you can get special financing on this for 24 months. That's 2 whole years. And you only pay $59 a month. So if you're a working musician and this is just something that you have to have in your bag of tricks to get the job done, maybe you're doing fly dates and you just need something super small that you can throw in a backpack and still have it be very rugged and have great sounds and literally do all the things that you would need to do, then maybe that's worth it for you, paying $59 a month. It's just very strange. Yeah, Telly with the Bigsby is also, those are fun. Bigsby's are fun. You just save another $400 and get the big one. Yeah. But what's really cool is if you're literally touring and you have like nothing in front of you, but you have a quad mini in a rack that's being controlled by a computer, and you're running click tracks and you're running backing tracks anyways, then, and you're not trying to do like impromptu jams where you just randomly need to turn on like an overdrive or something. Like if all your songs are pretty much set in stone, like you always have the same sound for your intro, your verse, your chorus, your bridge, your solo, your outro. I mean, whatever that looks like, you still have access to 8 scenes in a preset, even with 4 switches. You just have to hold the top right switch for the hold page button to switch to a different page. But you essentially just say you tap it once to go to preset, tap it again to go to scene, tap it again to go to your stomps, and then you can get to the next page over to access more, all 8 options essentially. So the first 4 is on the one page, the second 4 is on another page, and there's your 8. If you have to use more than 8 scenes per song or on a song, then maybe you're doing too much. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, even right here, this is a great example of, I have a clean tone. Right? And I should be able to do a whole lot with that. I can change pickups. I just changed keys. And then I can go to my clean with tremolo. Right, go back to my clean, play a little stuff. Right, then go to my rhythm sound. And then go to my lead sound. All right, cool. So that's just literally one preset. And if you absolutely had to have a sound that had phase, flange, chorus, rotary speaker, maybe you had to have like a more ambient type sound. Well, that's where I can go into my scenes, and then I can set all that up for that song. And then I can switch to a different preset to now have a totally, another 8 scenes that, just caters to the sound of that song, and then switch to another song, But I would argue and probably guess that you use a clean sound, 50% of the time. You're going to use a rhythm sound or a crunch sound maybe 25% of the time, and then the lead sound maybe like 20%. And then that last 10 to 5%, I can't do math on my head. I don't know what I just did. But that last 5% will be used for maybe you need a clean with a phase, or a clean with a rotary speaker, or a clean with lots of reverb and lots of delay. And you would know what that is based on your set and what the song calls for. And this can change depending on if you play punk rock, country, metal, you play praise and worship at church, you're playing down on the honky tonks, doing cover stuff for like country and rock tunes. You got to know what the set is and what these songs require. But I would, once again, 50% you're going to have a clean tone, and you're just playing licks and rhythm stuff with that, right? And then another 20-25% you got a good rock or rhythm sound that's a little dirtier. You can still kick in an overdrive or kick in a delay whenever you need to. And then you got your core lead sound, and then any ambient or just off the wall, oddball type stuff that you would have. So, see, once again, my screen is frozen. I don't know why. I don't know. I really don't know why this is frozen. Hey, but that's cool. Okay. So we got Sire, we got Quad Mini. Nothing new from Fractal. I think they're going to stay where they're at for a while, which is fine. I do like the look of the Quad Cortex Mini, though. That's something I would consider picking one of those up, just to have a Neural DSP hardware product in my studio, and literally just to make videos with, but not for that price. I would rather wait another year, another 2 years, and buy one used for like $900, $1,000, something like that. It's really insane to me how much something drops in value when after it's been out. It's kind of like a brand new car, right? You got a brand new car and you just drive it off the lot, and now it loses like 10 grand in value. Like literally, as you drive the tire off the last inch of the pavement of the parking lot of the store, it automatically goes down in value. And that's just for cars. If you buy a guitar brand new, it might hold its value if it's a Gibson or a Fender. But literally anything else, they're like, nope, automatic 30% right off the top. Sorry. I know you just bought it brand new, but man, I only got like $1,200 and that's all I have. So are you going to take it or not? And at that point, you have to decide, well, do I want to lose my butt on this purchase, or do I want to just keep it, or whatever the situation is, right? But if you can already get 10% off from calling up Sweetwater, then I think Gear Tree, they're pretty good. You can get like 15% off sometimes, just if you email them and ask. I was like, hey, can I get 15% off? So now at $1,300, I can't do math, but $1,300. Sorry, let's just do $1,400. Let's do $1,399, round up to $1,400. So $1,400 times 15% is $210. So now you're going. I'm horrible with math. So now you've only bought it for $1,190. That's actually pretty good. That's actually what I would pay for anyways. $1,190 is pretty good. $1,200. You got $200 off. Now you take that and put it on the used market. Do you really expect you're going to get $1,200 used? I don't think so. I don't think most people are going to go for that. This thing used, even at half the price, that's $700. So then you go up another 10%. Maybe you go up to like $800, $850, maybe like $900 somewhere in there. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I literally see this all the time. I've been trying to sell things on Marketplace for over a year and no bites at all. And this one guy's like, well, I'll give you this much for it. And I'm like, well, do I want to wait another year just to try to get a few more $100s out of it? Or just go ahead and take the hit and be done, you know? That's kind of my life right now. Stephen Whitney, what's up, man? I hope you've been practicing. You need to practice those sweet skills. Yes, I did see the new X MG50 Li and Valaton. I did not see the Valaton pedals, but it is the way it is. The car dealer is like the casino. The house always wins. That's so true. My friend Bruce Kasperzak, with literally only one vowel in his whole name. It's simply amazing. I love you, Bruce. Let's go check out the new X stuff here. New X MG50, and this one here. This has so it's on Sweetwater, $499. I mean, if you don't need all the bells and whistles of a quad Cortex or a quad Mini, you can do a lot of damage for $500. And that is a really good deal, I think. They got a white and a black one, or kind of like a gray one. So we have stomp, hold for looper. Okay, so that's the bank up and down right here across the top. So bank down, bank up, ABC, which is your 3 different presets / stomps or whatever you're doing. You can select what kind of chain that you want. What is this? Module, amp module, a model. You can move it around. You can copy and paste. There's a control switch. Typically, you would assign that to a tap tempo, or maybe you want to add another stomp box to that, maybe a tube screamer or a boost type thing. So you have your core preset on A, B, and C that you can add in another pedal, or once again, just do a tap tempo kind of thing. But yeah, for $500, dude, I don't know how you can really beat that. And they have next level modeling engine built on Sirius hardware, so that's really good. This also has it can do profiling on it as well. Okay, it has a Bluetooth connectivity, enables wireless editing and control via the NuX audio app. Tri-DSP architecture ensures powerful and separate processing for effects, amp modeling, and split amps. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna let's see if Zounds has this. I have a deal with Zounds where I can get pretty much anything in for a review. Then if I want to purchase it, I can purchase it at a small discount. But let's just see if they carry NuX at all, and they do. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look. That's the MG30, but we want the 50. Because I'm 50. Let's see. MG50. They might not have it yet. No, this is a Marshall MG50. Okay. So Sweetwater right now is the only one. I'm sure others do as well. But between Sweetwater and Zounds, those are my 2 affiliate partners. If Zounds doesn't have it, then order through Sweetwater. But if Zounds does have the item, and you don't need the special financing, you still got 12 months, same as cash, financing through that. But that's pretty good. I mean, $21 a month for 2 years at $499. I mean, you either just save up $500 and just plop it down and buy it, or you can just literally order it today or do a pre-order, because I'm sure it'll be available sometime in March or April or May. That's what NAMM stands for. Well, actually, I can't remember what NAMM stands for. Something maybe May. Oh, not available maybe May. That's what it stands for. NAMM. North American Music Merchants. Not available maybe May. Something like that. But yeah, the new X looks cool. Let's see what the Valaton has. Valatone. Those are cool looking guitars. All right, what did you say, Steven? You said Valton. Let's just look it up. Valton. The Valton. GP50. I've seen the small ones there. Those are cool. See what they got. This looks pretty nice. GP200. Inspired by the craftsmanship in making GP100, Valton just strives for something. Born for the stage. Anchor under the spotlight. You got a bank up and down. You got a control. You got a tap. And you got 4 preset blocks. So that looks pretty cool. Upgraded effects library. You want it, you got it. So all these different amps from Diesel, Friedman, Orange, Vox, divided by 13, something. I'm not sure what that is. More stuff, customizable foot switches. Concluding 3 modes, up to 8 colorful switches can be willfully assigned functions. Notice that we designed specific protection for the upper row foot switches to prevent accidental activations. Cool. Yeah, you can see how tall these well, you can't, because my thing is froze once again. I hate this thing. Okay. The back row is taller. The shaft is taller than the front. So that is really cool. I like that. Witness the operation widely flow. That's not even a sentence. The module buttons provide fast on-off for the corresponding effects modules. Yeah. Amp knobs offer straightforward visual presentations. Customizable quick access knobs bring plenty of space for every patch's micro adjustment, up to 25 knobs. Wow. Okay, so they got these all this row stuff here. So volume, they got volume, gain, presence, bass, middle, treble. Then you got back, global, drum, and save. That's pretty slick right there. Diverse I/O jacks. You do have a XLR output, which is amazing. You do have a wall wart that you have to use to power this thing, which is fine. They got ground lift, unbalanced output, which is just 1/4-inch outs. They have an effects loop, auxiliary input, expression, and input. Premium interface, premium visuals. That's a good-looking tuner. Effect chain without a chain. Uh-oh. To exclusively distribute the order of the effects will determine... To effectively distribute the order of the effects will determine whether or not it is your go-to tone, while the perfect tone standard varies from one another. The GP100 has 11 switchable effect modules able to work simultaneously, and every single one runs an independent simulation. By switching them over and testing for yourself, you'll either be able to follow the footsteps of your guitar hero or become the hero yourself. There you go. The butler out of the spotlight. One-man tools, make it fun. Audio interface. I guess there's something you can use it with Logic or something. Compatible software, make it effective, so you can customize everything on the desktop instead of the unit itself. Application scenarios. I mean, once again, all these units sound great. You literally do not have to go about and spend $200 or $2,000 on an effects unit if you don't want to. If you want to do that, then that's perfectly fine. I could probably, if you handed me a Valaton GP200 right now, I'd be like, okay, I can make this work and get it working for me. I do actually have I have one of its earlier versions right back here that I reviewed, or I need to review. sometime. Sorry, my cable. My chair is over my cable. That's not good. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I like it. Steven has the Boss GX100. It's a good unit. Not sure if I am sold on it completely. I mean, it is a good unit. I recently sold mine to a friend because they needed something for a Christmas present, and I was kind of just done with it. I mean, it's a good unit overall, but you have to get used to the workflow and its limitations. That's right, Casper Zach. Look at that, 1A in the whole last name. It's pretty good. Yeah, you can charge the MG50 and not need a power supply. That is correct. So it's got the lithium. It's got the lithium battery in there. So if you don't want to plug it in, I think it runs off of like 5 hours off of a single charge, which is pretty cool. Valton GP 150 and 180. This is a 200. Anderton's website. Let's go look up the other Valton stuff. GP series. Let's see what else they got. So they got a 200 Junior, a 200 LT, a 200R. Yeah, okay. Then a 200X. I think they're just different colors. I don't really see sort of pedal switchers. Yeah. I'm not seeing the GP 150 pole position. Okay, cool. Looks nice. Looks nice. Okay, great. All right, so let me switch the guitar real fast, and then I can be done. Let me grab this here. So this is one of the Avocado Brothers. This is the Jetstream with the Retro Blast pickups and a Wilkinson trim, Bugga Bing, and now, I have used a lot of modelers over the years, and I mean, I really truly believe the fractal stuff is top notch, is really, really good. If you can find one for a used price, even better. But the FM9 has nine layouts and also has 9 switches, and you can make any of them. You can just customize them all to be whatever you want, which is pretty cool. And the switches feel great. They have a tap and a hold function that you can assign to be literally anything that you want. And it's just the ultimate in versatility and sound and everything else. So not saying that all the other units out there aren't great. But this one just has, it just sounds really good. So. I've had a really good month, just to kind of talk about myself for a second. The website has been doing pretty well. It's made considerably more money than it has over the last few months, which is good. So if you don't know, I teach here personally in the Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee area. I teach all things music theory, and I show you how to apply that to piano, drums, guitar, bass, banjo. I have a banjo student, which is fun, and all kinds of other opportunities out there to teach music in my own special way. But I do have a music theory course that I created many years ago, and I still think it's pretty good. It's a good course on there. So if you need a primer on what music theory is and how to apply that to the guitar, then there's a course for that. You can also go check out the headrush options I have available. You can access my monthly live stream and also download the rigs that I build for those live streams. I actually do the live stream here on YouTube, but if you want to access the rigs, then you have to just pay a one-time fee for that. And then I have preset downloads for all the other units like Fractal, Headrush, Toolmaster Pro. I don't have a Quad Cortex, but the amount of people that would actually buy a preset pack from me may or may not be worth it. It's definitely I'd have to invest in one and then be able to make some content for it and then try to sell some presets just to try to recoup my money. So I don't know if I want to get into a Quad Cortex or not just yet, but I did see that Zounds added Quad Cortex or Neural DSP products to their website, which before they didn't have. So I'll probably be borrowing a Quad Cortex Mini here very soon just to check it out and see what it's all about. And I can show that off on the channel and then send it back because I just don't want to pay for it right now. But it is a good option to check out anyway. But yeah, the website, I got backing tracks if you need something to practice with and you want to practice your scales, practice your chords. You can play along with 52 backing tracks that I created for as a volume 1 of backing tracks. And I will be starting volume 2 here very, very soon. But they'll all be the same price. You just pay a one-time $20 fee, which is insane. It is so cheap considering the amount of hours, the amount of days and weeks and months that I spend creating these backing tracks. And I'm just giving it away for literally $20. So if you want to go help support me and what I do here on the internet, then at least go buy some backing tracks. And just a way of saying thank you for, hey, all that you've done for the last 8 excruciating years of existence on YouTube and teaching online and everything else. So let's see. Nathan, do you feel the Headrush Prime Flex or Core is good and ahead above the other budget modelers? Well, I recently bought a Headrush Core right here, which as you can see, there's the Headrush Core. Also, I have the Headrush Prime, which is the big unit, which I'm actually trying to sell the Prime because it's just too big. I just don't need it for what I do here in the studio. But I do like the Core because it allows me to access all the new amps and options because the old stuff is all discontinued. And it's small. I can keep it in my rack or keep it on top of my rack. I can throw it in a backpack if I need to. It has a mic input and it has auto-tune on there, which really doesn't matter. But if you're a singer-songwriter or just somebody who wants to play around with like doing a little personal songwriter type setup, then you can add a microphone. You can plug in your acoustic guitar or your electric guitar. You can build a preset or a rig based on that setup. And you can add reverb to your voice. You can have a whole guitar setup, having whatever you want. And really for the money, I mean, Headrush is stinking good for what they do. They've added drums now in Headrush 5.0. And the drum playback is so fun for just jamming and practicing and just learning to stay on tempo. You can always tap it in. There's different styles for like rock, country, jazz. There's all kinds of things in there. So I really need to, either tonight or maybe even Thursday, I'll sit down and crank out about 4 or 5 videos that I can then edit and then release over the next month or so. And just kind of showing you more of those options that the headrush has, because it really is quite good, especially for the money. I paid $450 used on Marketplace for this headrush core, and what you get for that is insane. It's just really, really good. So yes, I highly recommend it. I just highly recommend it. It's really good. Definitely a little bit better than the Boss GX100 as far as usability and just all the things that it comes with. For the money, I mean, I don't think you can do better than headrush, in my opinion. Now, I have not tried the new X MG. I have not tried the Valton. There's the Hotone thing. I mean, there's tons of like small mauling units that kind of compete with headrush in that same market. But headrush just has a lot going with it, so that's a really good deal. Yeah, $450 for a headrush core. My gosh, I mean, I don't think you can get any better than that. So I'm gonna change the light back here to let's change it to red. That's kind of looking red. There's purple. I like purple. That's cool. I'm going to add some more lights in here just to give it some vibe. Now, I have headphones on right now, so I can't really hear this like directly, but in the room, this setup sounds great. It really, really sounds great. So I'm very pleased with the Fractal and 2 Quilter Aviator Cub setups. I did, if you want to join my Discord, I have a link down to that in the description. And I have posted a picture of this setup on the digital modeling chat room. So if you want to go in there and check out that picture, then you can, so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's really good. So, all right, this studio right here, this studio is a mess. I have literally crap everywhere, and I need to get it cleaned up. So I'm gonna go offline here. I'm gonna have my daughter come up because she's like she really likes to organize things for some reason. And we're going to do some organizing, maybe right after dinner tonight or something. So, but yeah, be sure, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell. Sorry for the technical issues at the beginning of the stream. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. I do have a new light right here, which is really cool. It makes me look kind of neat, I guess. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. And yeah, subscribe, check out the website if you want to help support the channel. Go buy a product. Don't give me do not do like a super chat here on YouTube. Just go to my website and buy a product, and that's the best way to do it right there. And let's see, anything else? That's pretty much it. So thanks guys for watching. I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next live stream or next pre-made video, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.